Oh yeah.
How are we doing, guys? Moose here, Season 2, Episode 17 of our West Ham United career mode as we start things off with a game away at Liverpool at Anfield. So it's going to be a tough game. Really looking forward to it. Obviously, it's going to be a huge test for us to see where we're at as we take a look. Liverpool currently joint first in the standings, but second on goal differential. So a great game here, mixed with some great World Cup action. Also, I was going to toss that in just a little bit. As you know, I watched the U.S. game yesterday at a bar near my house with my parents actually, and what a sequence of highs and lows, going from Clint Dempsey scoring and just jumping everywhere with all the people in the crowd, versus the just dead silence when Portugal scored the equalizer. So that is just absolutely horrible. But as you can see, I'm actually watching the Brazil game against Cameroon. It's actually up on my tablet right now. As I record this, they're up 1-0. But as you can see, we come out in the 4-1-2-1-2 diamond formation. Joshua Gatt actually getting a start at right midfield. And, just fitness issues. I think whichever Jarvis or Ravel, which didn't get the start, it was just fitness issues purely. And look at the play here, linking up as Andy Carroll with a little daisy cutter gets through this 12th goal. And I didn't want to go do a slide into the corner just because Andy Carroll used to play for Liverpool. I figured I couldn't remember the button combination just for the relaxed celebration where you don't want to take any credit for it. And so I figured I'd just go celebrate and just hug a player, as opposed to pulling out a big celebration with Andy Carroll. He puts it away on some beautiful play. Bradley then with a shot from range, but he just doesn't get anything behind it. And it's a simple save for Mignolet. But Liverpool now coming on the counter. It's Cameroon actually just scored, but Liverpool with a nice bit of play to Barini, played out wide to Raheem Sterling, then trying to get a play, and he just puts it completely wide in net. Good job closing down by Kieran Trippier to prevent any opportunity. But a beautiful ball player on top. Lacazette looking around to it. Mignolet goes to clear it. He hits Lacazette in the chest or side. Just basically hits it square off, and it completely redirects into goal. And Lacazette will surely take that. That's a great ball at the top. Mignolet decides to come for it. Bang, off of Lacazette. Take a look at that bounce, and it's just right dead center in the net. Nothing the goalkeeper could do. So horrible goal for him to give up. Tough break for Liverpool, but great for us. Grenier then with a beautiful ball played through. Lacazette looking for his second, but a nice save by Mignolet. Good strong hands to punch that away on a really strong shot. Liverpool then with a beautiful ball on the top to Jordan Henderson. He lays it back to Steven Gerrard. His shot is blocked. We're trying to clear it away. It eventually falls to Andy Carroll. His pass is woeful for Clement Grenier. The ball finds way to Jordan Henderson. Nice little bit of skill. Just gets our defenders. Take a look at the replay. They actually run into each other. I went to follow Henderson with the ball with, I think it was Winston Reed, and I just ran straight into Tompkins. Bang, down he goes. Gives Jordan Henderson all the time in the world, and he simply puts that in the bottom right-hand corner with a simple finish. Take a look. That's Winston Reed actually collides into Tompkins. Boom. Down completely over, and simple finish for Jordan Henderson. Another good chance for us here is Ravel Morris with a nice bit of skill, a little fake step over the body feint to get around his man. Then a nice fake shot here, gets inside of Martin Skirtle. Beautiful bit of play, eventually finds way to Andy Carroll, and the shot is deflected over the goal. And then this. Joshua Gatt, the Gattman begins. Should we just end the goal of the season now? Take a look at that. From 30 yards out, puts it in the top left-hand corner. What a finish. Bang. Look at it in slow motion. Joshua Gatt just gets that corner. It's cleared away, and he just smashes it into the top corner. Absolute beauty. Puts us ahead 3-1, and that could be the dagger in the heart of Liverpool as the legend of Joshua Gatt continues to grow here at West Ham. What an absolute beautiful finish. Liverpool then trying to get back in the game. Ball played throughout wide for Iago Aspas. Does a nice job to turn inside Luke Shaw. Lays it through to Raheem Sterling, but his attempt at goal is really bad. Just puts it completely wide. Obviously, he's trying to hit it while he's falling away from goal, but just not on target. Doesn't even test Adrian. Nice little bit of play from Andy Carroll. Plays it to Dos Santos. He came in as a sub. Gatt then using his pace to get up on the right side. Nice little fake shot to create some space. beautiful runs. He steps inside Jordan Henderson, has a shot blocked, and then Michael Bradley should have made it 4-1. But it was one of those things where I hit the change player button as it automatically changed player, and so it took it as a chip and chipped it over the goal as opposed to just volleying that right into the net. Then Liverpool trying to get some back. Aspas gets a nice ball in from Coutinho, but it's a simple save for Adrian, and that results in a 3-1 victory for West Ham United. Andy Carroll and Lacazette with goals, and Joshua Gatt with the absolute wonder strike to seal the victory for us. To be fair, 12 shots, 6 on target. Possession a bit more in favor of Liverpool, but they're really woeful. Sterling, I want to say, had 5 or 6 shots, and I don't know if he put a single one on target. But Tompkins, winning man of the match, but Joshua Gatt, goal of the season. There's nothing you can say about it. I'm lost for words trying to commentate over it. It's an absolute beauty from Gatt. And we get a note that Michael Bradley's picked up a yellow card, and we'll note, or 2 many yellow cards because he did pick up a yellow card in that game, so he'll be suspended. And the thing you want to note, as we take a look at the table and see, we're currently in 4th right now, which is awesome. As we head into our next game is against Tottenham Hotspur, so that's really going to be a huge decider for who gets into the top 4 here in the early going. But like I said, Michael Bradley being out is huge for us because we note the last time he didn't play in a game, we really struggled defensively. I want to say we get up 3 or 4 goals and we're just manhandled. So that's a huge loss for us not having Bradley in because he's just such a talisman for us in that holding midfield role. He breaks up play by the other team so well, and he plays the ball out fantastically. He's linked up with Grenier really well, but we do stay in our 4-1-2-1-2. Noble's going to take that holding role, and he does have high work rates, which makes him a little bit of a liability, but I have faith in our back line to hold things strong. And that Noble will hopefully sit back a little bit more, recognizing the position he's in. Obviously, he's a team leader. He's got the captain's armband whenever he's in the lineup. But we come out against the 4-4-2 of Tottenham. So a couple teams running on 4-4-2. Obviously, we have the diamond midfield versus the flat midfield of Tottenham Hotspur, with Soldado and Adebayor looking to attack us up front. Paulinho now picks up the ball. Beautiful ball over the top for Roberto Soldado. Adrian comes out and makes a fantastic save to keep things level in the 7th minute. Mark Noble now, you can see that diamond midfield taking shape. Lacazette actually stayed back, plays a nice 1-2 with Mark Noble, eventually finds its way back to Lacazette here in the 10th minute. He ranges forward, plays it for Andy Carroll, and what a finish. It's 1-0 to West Ham United in this huge London derby against big rivals Tottenham Hotspur. Andy Carroll with his 13th league goal. And it's a simple finish here, but if you take a look at the third replay, this last one, look at the movement by Carroll. You see him just switch out from that back post more towards the center of the goal to beat Kyle Walker with a beautiful run there. So that's a beautiful movement from Andy Carroll. Luke Shaw now with a great bit of skill. Nice little fake shot to get around defender. Plays the ball into Carroll, and it's a huge save from Hugo Lloris to keep Carroll from scoring his second here. Lacazette then plays Ravel Morrison through. He's got a bit of pace trying to get around Vertonghen. Has a nice shot, but Lloris with strong hands plays it away. And eventually tries to find its way to Andy Carroll before Tottenham's able to clear things up. But then Tottenham would just be all over us after that first 20 minutes. A nice ball by Soldado played out to Sigurdsson. Plays it in. Adrian makes a little bit of a mess of it, but Winston Reid is able to clear things away. Then another ball over the top into Soldado. Good defensive play to knock things out wide. Sigurdsson out with a shot, though, and Adrian forced into another save. And you'll see that regularly, Adrian forced into saves in this game. But Luke Shaw plays the ball in the middle of the park to Mark Noble. It eventually switches his way all the way out wide to Lacazette, who plays Morrison through yet again. A nice bit of play, crosses it back, looking for for Grenier, and the ball just skitters right past him, doesn't even make a motion for it, and we're unable to capitalize on a nice bit of play. Another ball over the top though, Capu getting through from Soldado, and it's a huge save from Adrian. Ball played through for Adebayor, but he's offsides. As Brazil actually scores again, Neymar with another goal, I believe it is. Absolute beauty. What a game we have going on here. What a game here. Tottenham with some huge chances. Soldado misses a header from point-blank range. He gets a free header in extra time of the first half, if not able to put it away. Eriksson then with a good chance, and Winston Reid doing his defensive duties, making a huge block. Paulinho into Adebayor. We give up a foul here, and Mark Noble picks up his second yellow of the game. So a guy that I was like, I wonder if he'll be enough of a defensive stalwart to be able to play this game. He actually picks up 2 yellows. And to be fair, what a dive from Paulinho. He barely gets touched, goes down, and after those challenges, you should have seen some of the challenges in the first half that were let go by the referee. And then he gives a couple of yellows to Mark Noble for some weak challenges. A big dive from Paulinho. The Brazilian goes down really easily, and it's we're going to have to hold on here for the last 25 or so odd minutes. But Trippier played through beautifully by Morrison. Nice little 1-2. Look at Trippier. He's in all alone. Plenty of time. Can he get his second goal of the year? No, a good save from Lloris down to his near post, but Jermaine Defoe comes on, plays a nice ball to Eriksson, looking for Andros Townsend. He's hit the bar, but he's offsides, luckily for us. Andros Townsend nearly with a clear goal finish, but he's just on the wrong side of our defender. Really good play. I think it was Lascelles or Winston Reed who had come in. Joshua Gattman comes on as a substitute for Lacazette just to get a little bit fresher legs and some pace to help us back defensively. As Gatt's shown, he's tracked back really well. You can see him run around there. But Defoe here in the 86th minute plays a nice little bit of play, and this is just some absolute beautiful play from Tottenham. A nice layoff, finds Andros Townsend. He's got plenty of room. Beautiful backup from Sigurdsson, and then a curling run through by Townsend. Has a shot. Good save from Adrian. The rebound, it's just an absolute cluster in front. It hits the post behind Adrian before Winston Reed's able to clear it away and get things out of danger, and that would be how the game would end. 3 huge points holding on at home against Tottenham Hotspur with a huge 1-0 victory over our rivals from London, as they certainly deserve better. Take a look at that. 13 shots, 5 on target. They were playing balls in behind us in the second half all night, but we were able to hold on. I think it's an effort that's going to go a long way in potentially securing us a top spot in this season in the Barclays Premier League. James Tompkins with another man-of-the-match performance. Winston Reed played really well as well, picking up a 7.7 rating, so some really good play, and obviously the deciding goal from the big man, the big ponytail, Andy Carroll. So Michael Bradley obviously will be back next game, but Noble will be out, so we'll just make that swap. Will be huge for us, obviously, getting Bradley back in the team to help shore up our defense, which actually played really well in his stead last game. But we'll also get a note from Winston Reed that he's happy to be playing all the time. He gets the captain's armband for the most part, and it's good to see he's happy. But we're going to finish things out. You can take a look at our youth squad report. I actually take a look at the potentials and stuff. But hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and we will see you in episode 18. Bye-bye, guys.